Richard W. Riley, former Secretary of Education, once said, "I believe arts education in music, theater, dance, and the visual arts is one of the most creative ways we have to find the gold hidden beneath the surface. Children have an enthusiasm for life, a spark of creativity, and vivid imaginations that need training that prepares them to become confident young men and women."
I believe that the arts should be a part of education because it promotes understanding on different terms. When you have to write about how you feel, and you have to draw what you're feeling, and you have to sing about what you're feeling or compose your feelings into music, you understand it more.
The arts build confidence in students, and that creativity is just foundational. We're all creative beings, and we need that.
Students with an education in the arts have higher GPAs, standardized test scores, and lower dropout rates. Students with 4 years of arts or music in high school average 100 points higher on their verbal and math portions of their SATs than students that do not have the arts.
There are a lot of studies that will tell you that the arts help students expand their brain and their knowledge. It helps you increase your level of creativity. It helps you create your level of problem solving. It asks students to think critically about things and analyze things as they're going on.
I don't teach just the arts. Like today, I've been teaching language, which you can see right behind me on the board. I've been teaching collaboration. I've been teaching public speaking skills. I've been teaching math and construction skills. I've been teaching close reading of text, character development, and so I don't just teach the arts.
When students are sitting on the stage in concert band playing a piece of music, they're doing about 20 things at once. They're reading a piece of music, which is basically a foreign language. They're listening to what's coming out of their instrument to make sure that it is a beautiful sound, the best sound that they can play with. They're making sure they're playing accurate notes. They're listening to make sure that they're in tune with the people just within their section. You can see that a student who's involved in an art is using a lot of their brain at one time.
The difference between a student with an arts class and a student who doesn't have arts classes is not so much a difference in students, it's a difference in how they approach education, right? An art student tends to be a more out-of-the-box thinker, just because that's how they spend their day doing. It doesn't mean they're smarter, it doesn't mean necessarily that they're more talented, it just means that they have trained their brain to work in a different way. The students tend to be more flexible in their thinking, they tend to be more creative in their answers, meaning they look at the world a little bit differently.
It's not just about learning an artistic discipline, it's about how it helps you develop as a human being, a well-rounded human being.
An example of a well-rounded individual is Alex Givens, a senior who has just recently joined the acting program at Blake High School, which has opened many doors for him.
I always had that thought that deeper in, so I can be something else. I can go out there and be like bigger than something than just football or basketball. So then when I got in high school, I was like, I got to do it. And then when I got in high school, I was kind of getting off, falling off and things, doing different things, and I wasn't doing the right things. I thought like, I need to do something with myself, and I always went back to that thought like, I need to go to theater.
When I first met him, he was just the way he is now. Super respectful, friendly, all the things that you would describe like your perfect student to be. But I had the feeling that he didn't have really a lot of background in the arts. And so the things that have changed for him are that I think his appreciation for the arts, especially theater, has widened.
I'm a lot like more diverse now. Now I'm like getting more out to like Caucasian people and a lot of Chinese people that's in band and chorus and different things that I didn't ever really speak to in the beginning of my years. And when I got into the theater program, I met people that I feel like changed my life and helped me push myself to be greater in theater.
There was always sort of some intrinsic ability there for him that he already had. What the arts have done for him has allowed him to explore them and blossom more and even start to utilize his strengths even more.
The arts allows students to express themselves and provides opportunities for students to break out of their shells. For one student, coming out of his shell was a difficult task. Manny Bermudez grew up in a military family and moved around a lot as a child. At a young age, Manny lost his mother and was then raised by his father. Manny also suffers from ADHD and Asperger's, which has hindered his social abilities. He joined Blake High School's band program as a way to enhance his musical gift and his social skills.
Manny came in, I think he was kind of a lost soul. I feel like he hadn't found his place yet. He came in, he was working really hard to try to make friends, and he really struggled with making friends when he first got here.
When I auditioned for Blake, I wasn't as good of an instrumentalist as I was, and I was not as strong of a person as I am now. And the arts have influenced that because, for example, marching band, I started that my sophomore year, and I formed a family with all the people in it, and we grew from there.
You know, any kind of arts system that you're in, you're making friends, and it's a family, and we all accept each other for our differences and whatnot. And so I think we're very candid with each other.
The arts have opened me up because I've been able to collaborate with theater, chorus, orchestra, every branch of the arts.
Many students look to the arts as an outlet to express themselves freely. Others use their niche to channel their inner emotion. Neeks Dowling is also a senior at Blake High School for the creative writing program. He was born in St. Croix, where his father was involved in the drug trafficking in that area. His mother, in hopes of a better life, divorced him and moved to the Tampa area.
As a kid, I didn't really understand what was happening with my mother. I knew that something was wrong. I knew she was acting different from how she used to act, but I didn't really understand why, and I didn't really understand how impactful that was on my life.
Neeks Dowling came to the program in the 10th grade, and he was a very sullen, kind of sad young man.
I was angry with the world because things like this could happen to people, and there was a lot of misplaced aggression, a lot of misunderstanding, and really I was just in a tough place mentally, in a tough place literally.
I just knew that he had unlimited potential if given a launching pad, if given the opportunity to succeed.
Really, the creative writing department was my first home outside of home. Creative writing helped me understand myself better, my life better, the people around me better, and improve my overall mood because I was less frustrated because I understood what was happening with my situations.
He has been, you know, a critical part of our program, and he's succeeded against all odds.
Before writing, I was Neeks Dowling, and after writing, I was Neeks Dowling, a human being in this world.
Thomas Zaz once said, "People often say that this or that person has not yet found himself. But the self is not something one finds. It is something one creates."
If we really want a world where people get along better, understand each other more, we need a world with arts as a part of everyone's life.
I'm not weak, I'm not broken, I am bold. And the fire you put me through turned me into gold. I'm not done, I'm no loser. Watch me take on my bright future. Tonight I'm no bronze, I'm no silver.